Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another ABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 132. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? First of all, I'm going to talk about reviewing day number 2 of the Montreal Canadiens, preview day number 3 of the main camp. Finally, I'm going to talk about Mike Matheson and Brendan Gallagher. They have similar players looking for new goals for the upcoming season with different circumstances. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. You know how this works. You've been here before. Please click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey National Show, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about episode 132. Let's move on now, guys, for the first subject of the day. First, guys, let's reviewing day number 2. One thing Martin said we did yesterday, he put a veteran defenseman with prospect rookie players as a defense, as a pairing. They did with David Savard and Kenan Cooley, and he did with Justin Barron and Mike Matheson. Albert Jacki and Jordan Harris played together. But Kenan Cooley talked after the game how David Savard helping him on the ice and off the ice. Let's watching what he said after the scrimmage.
Yeah, no, he's always been a guy in the room that's kind of, always took his time to come on the ice with me. And I think it was probably I was here for a couple weeks and I was just going on the ice by myself. And he decided to come out with me, so I didn't have to go on the ice by myself and do drills by myself. So he's always been there for me and kind of took me under his wing a little bit. So he's an awesome guy and awesome guy to play with.
You can see, guys, how Kaden have a lot of respect from the veteran defenseman David Savard, and this is really important. Player like Madison, Savard, Emerson bring that kind of leadership to the rookies for the Montreal Canadiens. Then I want to talk about Philippe Mézard. I think Mézard is really impressive the way he played as a center. We know he was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens as a right winger, 26 overall pick in 2022. But Mézard, the last couple of days, played as a center with the Montreal Canadiens. He showed a lot of great things. First of all, his vision, his hockey sense is really good. And he can read and anticipate the play. I will give you an example. He will go all the way down on the defensive zone to set up the breakout and join the transition all the way. And then on offensive zone, he is really good to find the hole where he anticipates to get a pass and have a great shot to the net. So great combination between him and chemistry between him and Slavkovsky. But again, I really like the way he plays as a center. We know, for me, he's similar at Brendan Point. And I think he can become a great center whatsoever. Worst case, he can return as a right winger, and we'll see what he looks like. But again, his speed, his hands, and the way he plays so far is really impressive to watching Philippe Mézard. The one thing I want to talk about, guys, is two of defensemen. We know we talk a lot about Kenan Cooley and Jordan Harris, but for me, right now, they are on the battle of the spot. Left defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. We don't know yet what happening with Joel Edmondson, but it's possible they will open up 3 spots as a defenseman. We know already, for me, Justin Barron, whatsoever his camp is more like so-so. He's going to be locked up because he's a right defenseman. I think right now Cooley and Harris a little bit in front of Albert and Norlander. So both of them right now, if they continue to play the level, I think they're going to have a spot at the beginning of the season with the Montreal Canadiens. Another player I want to talk about is Kirby Dach. Have a great day yesterday with the Montreal Canadiens. I call him the Shark yesterday because he attacked a lot the net yesterday with Rem Pitlick. He have an amazing, great couple of passes he did through Pitlick. And, of course, in shootout, Dach scored a goal to give the W for his team. Let's watch his goal on shootout. You can see, guy, he have a great hands. He can make some great move left to the right before he scored. Great release. That's Kirby Dak. And he was really good overall during the game yesterday with his transition to carry on the puck. So it was, most of the staff management was very impressed by Kirby Dak during his first day with the Montreal Canadiens on the ice. The other one was impressive is the first overall pick, Savkovsky. Again, he continues to impress, not the way the people expect, but the way he has other tools on his toolbox. Again, his vision, that find a way his teammate on the ice. Great pass again on the goal of the RHP yesterday. Savkovsky making a great pass to him here, and watch what happening with Savkovsky in RHP. And you can see right now how Savkovsky does again, day after day, game after game, and you're going to be really impressed. We don't know yet what is happening with Savkovsky, but right now, so far, he have a good camp with the Montreal Canadiens. And the last one I want to talk about, guys, is the X factor. What are you talking about, coach? The X factor, guys, is about Albert Jacquet. He continues to work hard, but he continues to make play where the people was not expect from him. He scored a great goal with a quick release yesterday after he found a way to move on his left side and shoot the puck with a wrist shot. And during the day with Jordan Harris, both of them, the duo pairing, looking good together. So we'll be able to see what it looked like for day number 3. Talking about the next couple of days, let's talking about, guys, the day number 3. Now, guys, let's talking about the next subject is a preview day number 3. It's starting again the same way like yesterday. It's a 2 session at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. It's a 2 scrimmage, honestly. Today is a Group A visit Group C, and Group B versus Group D. Because I do that video before the 1 o'clock, so I cannot get the roster for the second scrimmage. But here, what I got for you guys for the roster for Group A: Caulfield, Mézard, Hoffman, Erlonen, Schnarr, Roy, Martel, Stapley, Davidson. And then defensemen, we have Madison with Barron. Then we have Primo and Coulomb as the goaltender. For the Group C, guys, we have Dadonov with Dvorak and Gallagher, Savkovsky, Beck, and Pinard. We have Conduta with Kidney and Abadonado. And as a goaltender, Poulin and Mercer. Harris play with, again, Jacquet. So far, I want to mention to you is Gallagher have a good camp with the Montreal Canadiens. He look really in shape and ready to rock and roll their upcoming season. And we'll see what happening with him. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. I want to talk, guys, about Mike Matheson and Brendan Gallagher. Both of them have kind of similar goal, but different circumstance. What are you talking about? After I get some search about Mike Matheson, guy, is really surprisingly about his TOI in NHL. He wants to get a little bit more handle, more minute per game as a TOI. I will tell you why. In the last 3 seasons, guys, he has only 1 game over 22 minutes. I cannot believe it. Then he never played over 19 minutes during his other game. Make me no sense, but that's what it looked like for him, for Mike Matheson. What is his goal now is increasing his TOI, first of all. Secondly, without Jordan Manson, it become now possible the first pairing defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens. So it's another step. So how he can handle to play 4, 5, 6 more minutes per game, that's something we have to watching him for sure with the Montreal Canadiens for upcoming season. So honestly, Matheson want to handle more minutes per game. Would be interesting how the new assistant coach defenseman Stephen Rabda is going to distribute more minutes for Matheson. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is about Gallagher. Because Gallagher, guys, he wants to reclaim his place on offensive zone and as a leader. We know what he does all the time, always in front of blueprint. He disturb, he bother. He's really, put his nose in the traffic where the people don't like it. And for me, what he did very good is have an amazing, great off summer. He recovered and he trained hard with his dad, and he looked like in great shape. Most of the players Montreal Canadiens was impressed the way Gallagher come back off season, and he looked like really play for the upcoming season. Look, also he talked during his press conference like he loved to learn from Martin St. Louis. He loved to talk with Martin St. Louis. He said, look, he's not trying to change my game. He want me to add more tools about my game. And honestly, nothing wrong to learn a little bit more things, what I can score maybe 4 or 5 more goals during the season. And I love what Martin St. Louis told me. And again, I respect him so much. I trust him so much as my coach because he does not want to change my game. He just wants me to improve my game with different little things I can bring during the games. Great knowledge and recognition about his head coach, Martin St. Louis, from Brendan Gallagher. And honestly, this my subject on this one. It was to give you 2 different players with similar goal, want to improve their game, want to become better, but because there are different circumstances where Gallagher have only 7 goals last year, and because Madison never played over 18 minutes, would be interesting if both of them going to reach their goal at the end of the season, 2022 and 2023. This way, guys, this complete another episode of the HABS Daily News. Here we go, guys. But before we leave, we want to remind you, don't forget to join us for another episode of the HABS Branch, your Sunday rendezvous with Marco Larabi and Karen Haynes and myself. Is every Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. So I can wait to see you over there for this episode number 3. And then I want to remind you, of course, don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey National Show, and leave me a comment about episode 132. And, you know, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.